bear in mind that in life, in everything you ever do, it's going to come back to the foundation that you have. Now, in athletics, the structural, skeletal health is based on your feet. I've got horrendous feet. I've got structural congenital defects in my feet that led to an endless string of stress fractures. I've had 36 orthopedic operations. I've got 2 fused ankles. My knees, hands, and wrists don't work. I've got a knee that needs to be replaced, and now I have a fused spine. Other than that, everything is fantastic out there, folks. But in the foundation, if the foundation is bad in whatever you do, everything up the line will eventually go bad, and that's what's happened to me. When I was 12 years old, I was playing basketball in my hometown of San Diego, where I still live. I was playing against some really old guys. They were in their 30s, and I was just torching them, having a big day, and they got mad, and they took me down. They took me down with a high-low, and I tore up my knee, and I was never the same again. I had to have my first operation when I was 13 years old. When I was 21 years old, I was playing for UCLA, high above the basket, making a play on the ball. Hadn't lost a game in 5 years. Guy from the other team in a Pac-8 conference game in a despicable act of violence and dirty play came from the other side of the court and took my legs out from underneath me, flipped me over, landed flat on my back. I broke 2 bones in my spine. Spent the next 11 days in the hospital, got up, put a corset on with steel rods in it, flew across this great country of ours, and we lost the 88-game winning streak. Things were never the same. Then chasing it down for all those years. I got bad feet. Now I got a bad knee. Now I've got a bad spine. I'm trying to put it all together, keep chasing it down, but it's not happening. And finally, after all those years of flying, endless, countless, mind-numbing airplane rides, horrific hotels, you can't stand up in it. You can't sleep on the bed. Furniture built for preschool children. Unbelievable. I got off the airplane, and I could no longer move. My spine failed me. I spent 3 years on the ground in unrelenting, excruciating, debilitating pain. My life was over. I could only describe the pain as being submerged into a vat of scalding acid that had an electrifying current running through it, and I could never get out, ever. My life was not worth living. I was on the edge of the bridge ready to jump. If you've ever been there, and one day I hope none of you ever get there, but at some point, bad things happen to your body, and that was me. If I had a gun, I would have used it, but I was saved. I was saved by an incredible doctor with a vision, with a plan, in conjunction with a startup company that has revolutionized spine surgery. And in a brand new operation, they gave me my life back. 8.5 hours of surgery, 4 incisions across my spine, took all the junk and detritus out from 57 years of life in the fast lane, straightened everything up, bolted it all back together, big, long titanium rods, a rector set cage to hold it all together, spacers between all the vertebrae. Now I'm back in the game of life, and I'm chasing it down one more time. And I'm indeed the luckiest guy on earth, because I got a chance. I got a chance to do something. Coach Wooden was a young, spry, healthy guy, rosy cheeks, jet black hair, debonair with a real spring and bounce to his step. Within 18 months of me being there, the guy had 2 heart attacks, was all bent over, his hair turned chalk white. I just ruined his life. I argued with him about everything, about Vietnam, about Nixon, about politics, about social issues, about whether the cheerleaders could be in my hotel room on the road trips or whatever. I lost every argument. Every single one. And while I would challenge him on everything, facial hair, hair length, wardrobe, you name it, he'd finally just get to the point where he'd say, Walton, I admire and respect your position, but you know what? I'm the coach here, and while we've enjoyed having you, we're going to miss you. And when he said that, I knew it was time, because nothing would jeopardize my position of wanting to be part of that special team. And so when they asked him when he was 96, they said, Coach, were you really going to kick Walton off the team? Were you really going to kick Walton off the team because he wasn't going to shave, wasn't going to cut his hair? And unhesitantly, Coach said, the only thing that matters is that Bill thought I was. And I did. And that's why, as a coach, as a leader, the 2 most valuable tools you have, the word no and the bench.